Hi friends, welcome back to Crafter Confession, season recap, winter to spring 2023, as the title says. So, what I've been up to this winter, I was still on sick leave, so I managed to work on some projects. And first one I was working on was a cardigan for my grandpa. Yeah, I made all the parts. I have all of them. The color is separate and I think that's a sleeve, a gigantic sleeve. And I'm at the part where I have to sew everything together and I am stuck. I am. We're gonna go back to that in a sec. Then I wanted to do the striped jumper and I did a swatch and I realized the color did not work together the way I wanted them to. So I ran to the store, I picked another color, but I was just, I've been dreaming of that jumper for so long. I was feeling a bit defeated. And as I was swatching in my bedroom, from the corner of my eyes, I saw another jumper that was left unfinished since last spring, I think. And okay, so the green one, and oh no, I have too many things. And so I finished the back, I did the front, and then I had to redo the front because I did twice the amount of ribbing needed. I did the sleeves, I learned a lot, and then I stitched it together, and it's really not pretty. And that's my best attempt. I did this 4 times, I think. And I finally found a tutorial the other day that may explain why I have this. Because when I bind off, I have gaps, big gaps, and it shows. So I'm gonna try that other method and hopefully I do this one, it's perfect, and I can do the cardigan. I'm gonna switch this one, stitch this one, and then move on to the other one. And my grandpa will get a cardigan for next winter. Sorry, grandpa. And it's my own sweater curts. I can't finish one single sweater. I finished one in 3 years of knitting. And I finished one crocheting one in 4 years of crocheting. So I'm probably gonna make a wool video called My Own Sweater Curse, where I try to finish all my unfinished jumper and cardigans because I have a lot. And in the last video, again, I mentioned I wanted a big, bit of a size cardigan in pink. Did a swatch, didn't work out at all. So I started another cardigan, which I had the yarn for. And it's this pattern, Aurelia. And I made really good progress. It's fun because you actually knit the back and the sides together from bottom up and then you separate so you can fold it like so. And again, same point, I have to stitch the shoulders. And I'm doing the arms. I'm really nearly finished with the second arm, and then I'll have to do the button band, which will be a first for me. I'm happy to learn that. But then I have to do the sleeves. Let me show you again. The sleeves are really ruffled and you have to do them separately. Not the sleeves, sorry, the wrist. You have to do them separately and attach them, and I read the instruction and I'm not sure about it. So I'm gonna try, and if it fails, I guess I'll do simple ribbing. But this yarn, guy, such a nice yarn. Let me find, no baby! Okay, my cat obviously is playing with my yarn. Yeah, okay. So it's by Lang Yarns, it's called Malou Light Baby Alpaca. And it is 72% baby alpaca, 16 polyamide, well, nylon, and 12% wool. soft, it feels so luxurious, and I'm afraid I'm not gonna wear it because it feels too nice. I'm so happy to be knitting this. I already have outfit ideas with this. I purchased shoes for this outfit. Okay, I was shopping for once. I shop like twice a year. I bought a shirt, put it in my bag, and in that big bag I have this lying around because I wanted to show it to my grandma. Okay, I go in front of a store that I saw a pair of shoes I liked a couple times. This time I go in the store, like, do you still have them? No, we don't. Oh yes, we do, but smaller size. Maybe they'll fit you. They fit me really well, but I'm wearing this big oversized hoodie, not the mood for those shoes. And the girls in there, bless them, they're like, oh, do you want to try a shirt on to see if it fits better? And I'm like, oh, I just bought a shirt in another shop. So grab the shirt, revealing underneath this. So I'm like, okay, it works. And the vendor is like, oh, it will go well with your jumper too. I grabbed this out of the bag. It's like this. It was not on needles. And I'm like, yes, I did this myself. It's gonna be a cardigan. And I was like, there was a voice in my head saying, girl, you're crazy. No one wants to hear about you knitting your own things. But I was so proud. She saw a glimpse of it and thought it was store-bought. Yes, thank you. So it's simple stockinette, but every once in a while you get a little pearl row and it just creates a little ruffle effect, and it looks so cute and romantic. I'm entering my romantic area. Winter was cozy and spring is more romantic. And yes, that's, oops, no, that's why I don't wear rings. And I'm gonna have to block this, and I'm scared, but I have to learn. I'm gonna be so happy. But yeah, I'm really anxious to get this finished. Then that's it for knitting, and I think that's awesome. And in terms of crochet, I did a few things. Oh, I wanted to show you too, it was in my couch last time, a big crochet blanket. It's going back in my closet because it's more winter feel. And yeah, I'm showing you the right side. It's just granny squares, 9 of them, and then a nice border. It's really quick to do. And I'm gonna link the pattern below. It's by Mamie Crochet. She has a French channel, but a lot of her videos have English subtitles, even Spanish one, I think. And it's a free pattern. She gets you through the process. I did this as a beginner crocheter, not a beginner, sorry. But it was a really quick whip, and I loved it. I love doing it. I love the effect it has on this couch. So if you want to see more of it, link is below. But things I actually did this winter, I made this bag with my hooked yarn. So last video where I tried this stashing and actually end up stashing my yarn stash and adding to it. I got a big order of hook yarn, and there was a red yarn, and I just crocheted this heart. The pattern is free. It's by Lion's Brand, I think, and theirs is with acrylic. So I did something different. When I did the sides, I actually I crochet in the back stitch, in the back loop, so I will create a more ribbed edge. The only thing is I doubled the yarn to get this big heart, and I didn't have any left, so I have this tiny handle, which is not practical because this is heavy. But I carry bags. I carry books in my bags, so I need big heavy duty bags. I really need to get another yarn or get other type of handle so I can use this because I love this. I just, again, it will go well with my coat, so I can wear it all through spring and summer. I'm really happy. I need it tight enough so things won't fall through and I don't have to add lining to it. So I need to finish this, but I'm cutting it finished, you know. And what else did I finish? Oh, I used another one of my hooked yarn. This one is very cute. It's got little dinosaur in there and a wild dino. And I made it into a basket that I already did for myself, and the pattern is by Hooked Yarn on their website, and I got a leaflet of it, so not a free pattern. And I'm gonna film it. Well, I filmed it in the past because it was a gift for a friend of mine. Our son got 2 years old and our daughter turned 1 year old. And for our daughter, I did a wonderful little doll. So, Les Poupées de Lulu au crochet, which is a French book. It is? It is. And I did this one, so again showing a clip. It's funny, you start by actually doing the legs and then you go up and the hair is done separately and then you attach it and you sew it up. My mother saw this book in the yarn store window and she called me. I was like, can you do it? I had a month to do it and I did it really fast. So like I can pay for the yarn. It's like, oh, I probably don't have brown yarn. So I went in, bought it, got home, realized I had brown yarn, exactly the same brand. So no, I have all the colors that I need. So yeah, so I did it with quattro length yarn, one of my favorite yarn for amigurumi. It's cotton, it's luxurious, it's perfect. And I'm so happy. I wasn't here when they got their gift, but my mom said, oh, she wouldn't let go of a doll. And actually this morning, her parents sent a video of her and her brother. They were visiting a school for a brother, a preschool, mind you. He just turned 2. And she was running around holding her doll. Apparently oh my god, I am just so happy, you know, that when you make something you never know it's gonna actually please the person, and Berenice is apparently loving her doll. I'm so happy, and I want to make other accessories when she's a bit older so she can dress it up, and obviously I can make other dolls. And I wouldn't have bought this one, like it's really cute but it's not really my style. Also, I thought doing it, having that little doll on my desk looking at me, I was like, oh my god, this is actually adorable. So very happy to try this one. I will link the book below and I will link the Instagram of the creator, which is Lucienne Compotine. So I am just try it. Okay, so that's it for my crochet project, and I did well. Good. No, I have my notes, but as you can see, I have a cat on top of my notes. No, I want to talk to you about, well, we're gonna do acquisition. Well, look at my last video, but I wanted to talk about acquisition in terms of another craft. It's called Sorcière Ordinaire, so Ordinary Witch. It's 7 different authors who got around the theme of witch. and it's embroidery, and I really want to try nearly all of those patterns. Yeah, they're different because they're from different, how do you call it, illustrators, but they're cohesive too because it's the same theme. And yeah, I will link it down below. And the first one I want to do is the first one in the book. It says, but first potion. It's just, it's beautiful. And so many other I can see on cushions or on some detail on the collar for a shirt, and then obviously still on their embroidery hoop and on the wall. So will I have time to get into this craft? I don't know, but at least I have inspiration with this book. Then let's go on to knitting plan for spring. I want to finish my beautiful cardigan, and I want to work on switching up all my sweaters, and that's already a lot. But also my sister's birthday is in spring. It's in May. I'm seeing her at the end of April, and I wanted to do something for her. For the longest time we were looking for a pattern of a jumper she saw in a shop. I purchased the yarn last year, and then this comes out. So exactly the shape she wants. It's by Filda again, and they made it with the yarn I purchased last year. Yes! It's Venice. It's the same brand, that's why. And it's got sparkles. I probably showed it in another video, but it's so nice because I was finding pattern, but I always had to adjust. The yarn size was not right, and they came out with this, and I'm just, what? So no, I really have to do it. I really have to. Maybe I won't finish it for the end of April, but I want to finish it this year, at least. It's been too long. I started swatching, and I think I'm gonna have to swatch again with different size needles. So that's my knitting plans, and that's a lot. But I do have more crochet plans too. So my sister is gonna be a godmother, and obviously we looked to pick up Yarn Shinkle books, pick up 1 and 2. The third one is only coming out in June in France, but that's already like 40 patterns to choose from. And my sister has been a big fan of monkeys since she was a child, so we choose the monkey pattern. Lupita, where are you? You should open right up because I've been using you so much. Stand by, please. Yeah, there she is. Oh, cute. And I've done a lot of progress. Her legs, her arms, her tail is done. And I'm struggling with the overalls. I want to do the overalls before stitching everything to make sure it all fit, but the yarn I use for the overalls is thicker than the yarn for her, and actually in the book it's the opposite. You should use thinner yarn. So I have to do some maths, some try and errors. I'm just gonna work on that, but I'm so close to being done, so that's great because that's for the end of April. And the colors I choose, well, my sister chose the color for the overalls. It's gonna be those 3 colors. Really muted colors. It's gonna be great. Also, I want to do a smaller version of this bag with this yarn, again, hooked. I received it in a mystery, oh no, don't eat me, mystery bundle, and it's gonna make a great one. And also, since it's gonna be smaller, I'm gonna have a leftover, and I'm probably gonna use leftovers to make a bigger handle for this bag. Win-win. And it is such a quick project too. So I know I can squeeze it during spring. And then another friend, the one I made the lamp for, asked me for another plush, and I made the caiman, which I already did in the past, but it's gonna be a smaller version. And I started the lamp for myself, so I've got a ton of Picapo, Friends of Picapo amigurumis going on, and I'm happy with that. I'm so happy. And what else? I'm just reading my notes. Oh, okay, so I tried an all-in yarn, didn't work out. I was like, okay, that's not it. But there's something weighing me down, and that was a lot of unfinished projects, like a lot of them. So I undid a bunch of those and I ended up with a lot of yarn, even more to add to the collection. But I'd rather have it in yarn form than unfinished project. I reclaimed a lot of yarn from a bag that I was not gonna use, and I'm gonna make another bag with this. This one, I'm thinking about doing little bears. That'll be cute. They're gonna be sparkly and all. And those, I don't know. It's actually not a project I made, but a friend made and stopped. So I reclaimed all the yarn. But that's a lot. That's a call from my mom she never wore. And now that I made her a scarf, I undid the call. No. Oh my gosh. Except for my green cardigan. Okay, a sec. Like, I feel like I'm talking about this item in every video. Right now it's being folded, put in a chair next to my desk, and my cat, Frida, sleeps on it, as Arsene did. You know, this one holds a lot of feelings, and I tend to call it my Arsene cardigan now. So what I think is, I can't have it in yarn bolt. I can only undo it if I do another project with it. And I have a lot, because this is crochet, so that's a lot of yarn. So I was thinking doing a cardigan for myself, and if I have enough, a little cushion for my cat, because apparently cats are loving this yarn. So yeah, and also if I do a cushion, it's in my room, it's a nice piece of memory, because that's what it has become. But I can't leave it as this weird thing that I have to refold and all the time. So I'm just gonna unpick one of the tiny sleeves and do a swatch and see where I go from here. I have some nice cushion pattern from my Wool Addict books, and the cardigan that I felt doing with the pink yarn could actually be done with this yarn, I think. We'll see. But first step will be just undoing just the sleeve, and knitting a bit with it. But I need to see it, and I want it to bring me joy, not sadness. You know, it's in between. I will have sadness hiding it away, but sometimes you need to let go of things. It's, you know, it's a whole process. It's grief. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome when it's something else. Like, don't get me wrong, it being crochet is very pretty. It makes a very pretty fabric, but it's too stiff for a cardigan. It just, I look like fantasy character in a video game, you know, which is a look, but so hopefully I'll see you soon in a video called My Own Sweater Curse. And after that, I'm hesitating between two videos. One could be about productivity. I struggle with it. I don't think it's always healthy to try to be productive, but it has its merits, so it could be a full video. And then my cat just are you still there? And then the other idea is a comparison of my bullet journal, the one I have with me, because I adore writing, but the digital one I have is really cool too. I use Notion and it's really nice, and I feel like I love watching how other people do their bullet journals, both digital and on paper, because it gives me idea to make my own. But yeah, I love taking notes. I have a click counter on my phone. I have one of those things you roll to count your rows. No, I write down all the rows I need to do and I scratch them off. And also sometimes I just underline the rows that I know I need to do an increase or something different. And I have a ton of post-its around with just numbers scratched off. If you didn't know what it was for, you will think I am a math addict, a number addict, not even math, a number addict. I just, you know, scratching it off with a pencil make it feel more like an accomplishment than pushing a button. And also, since I've written down all the ones I have to do, I can see how much I have left. And it's one of my productivity tips, apparently. You're going to sneak peek into the next video. I just realized it's helping me to see the finish line. Well, let's stop rambling before it becomes another video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!